So the 5 trillion target, and then 1.2 trillion US dollar expenditure in infrastructure. But that number has gone up. If you go to the NIP site, you will find it as close to 2 trillion now. So government is not only committing, but they are also making things happen by making these projects actually take place on the grounds. 2019 we talked about high-speed train, and I think 50% of the contracts are already been done. Another 50% to go, but already we see a lot of traction where huge amount of concrete batching plant, pumps, piling rigs and cranes all are going there. So we could see the growth. So firstly, I would like to say for construction equipment industry, 2021 was better than 2020. So there is a growth, and for some companies, the growth is getting closer to or better than their 19 also, and even getting closer to their 18 figure, because 18 is the best figure for all the companies. But for Schwing Stetter, 2021 is better than even our 2018.
Oh.
So I think it is better by a substantial percentage. So this is one thing. And second thing is this COVID and the associated fear, which is dampening the spirit of construction and people's mindset to go and deliver things. And we always felt that it is not all right, and we should, as a company, do something. So putting all these pieces together, so we decided to do this event. So what we are trying to achieve out of this, that's a question. So first thing is to achieve bigger construction activities or bigger scale, and then with the high speed of delivery, we need technology, we need new innovative products, and we need skill sets. So what we have done today, we talked about point one is technology and innovation. So for innovation, our new products and our range is displayed here, because in the last 2 years there was no opportunity for anybody to display these machines. So we decided to display them. On the technology side, I'm not sure whether you attended any of the event today, the speeches, seminars you were there?
No.
Okay. The topic which went on today, it is very interesting, that is on concrete 3D printing. So we had a company from Denmark delivering the lecture, who had done the pilot project with many developed nations. So we brought them all the way to India to make them speak about this, what their experiences in other countries. So 3D printing can really help in a big way affordable housing, because concrete to concrete, it is the same. The speed of construction will be very fast.
Yes.
And eliminates so much of delays which is happening because of people or wastages which can happen because of the wrong design. All this can be eliminated. This is one example. I mean, we brought series of lecture. I think all put together around 18. It gets into the topics like dry mortar technology, then recycling of pile tops. Whenever they make columns for metro rail, the top of the column is chopped off and then dumped into the solid waste management area, where it lies for some years, 100 years. So it doesn't degrade by itself. So what we have done is, we have signed up with the two organizations, IIT Madras and then Chennai Metro. So three of us together signed an MOU and then got into the action of how to convert that pile tops back into aggregates. We had displayed the aggregates in the other room, and there were series of speakers from IIT Madras, Larsen Toubro, Indian Concrete Institutes, all of them encouraging that. In 2016, government has given direction on using recycled aggregate in concrete to the percent, to 15-20%, I think they mentioned, but nobody does that. But you can imagine the volume of recycled concrete which is available. So that much you need not go and dig the new quarry and take the new material, virgin material. So much of savings on the fuel, environment. So by using this, you are going to save your environment to that extent. when the scale of construction is going to go up, if you don't have a plan to manage what you demolish, so that is also not good. So you are creating the burden on some system. So we had a series of lecture on that. Dry mortar, I said, because today manpower is not available. So you have to mechanize that operation, otherwise it will not be possible to complete the construction at the time frame what you have. And we also brought topics like shotcreting, and then related how to use steel fiber in shotcreting, and how to manage the micro pores in the tunnel construction. So this is another series of lecture. Dry mortar I already mentioned to you. Then we also talked something specific to rental business. We talked also about something related to for example, the optic fiber cables are going to be connected in all the villages in India. That's what the finance minister said. And for that, why do you want to cut? So we were talking about trenchless technology where the fibers can be placed easily. We brought speakers from Sterlite, which is into major of cable laying, and we had officials from IOCL who talked about what is the potential in gas connection and gas pipeline. And we have not touched even the tip of the iceberg in all this area. When you compare countries which are our size in terms of population, their network is huge. We are at 10% level in all these areas. Take high-speed train. We have not even started any kilometers, but 45,000 kilometers of high-speed train is there in the world. So all the countries have this, but India has to reach there. And the type of machinery what is required, and what is the technology used in constructing them. We had a lecture on that. It is the interest of general public. All the construction companies came together to share the knowledge, and it was very well appreciated. So knowledge sharing happened one side, innovation with respect to products, how to execute the project happened the other side. And also we demonstrated one more thing in the process, is showing up our new manufacturing facility, which is this one. So we are created the capacity. So and we are prepared, and that communication we wanted to tell, because last few years there could be some challenges of delivering the machines. See, if you take truck for self-loading mixture, Bharat stage 3 to 4 migration was there. At some point of time there was some supply issues and all. So now people have seen the capacity. So in fact, just before entering this cabin, somebody shook hand who told me that he is placing order for 6 machines in single book. I was not expecting orders to be booked in this event. I only wanted honestly to share knowledge and give the experience to the customer how Schwing Stetter India is transforming over the period. I think specifically I would like to talk about the 3 years after I took over. Right. We have been focusing on building capacities and processes and systems and products to play the big league, like what he said. So all things are ready.
So, well, I would say Schwing Stetter has been the pioneer into the construction industry and providing all the type of infrastructure machineries that we need. The construction equipments, they are all available under single roof. And the level of commitment for quality and most importantly, after sales service has been very, very excellent. And with this type of huge infrastructure that Schwing Stetter has set up in India, I think this is one of the biggest facility, and with this the level of quality and timely delivery and the after sales, which is the most important part, because buying the machine is one aspect, but after that getting the sales and service, the spare part backup, I think that's more critical than buying the equipment. So I think Schwing Stetter would be a perfect choice for any construction industry. And with the amount of infrastructure being built up, it would be a big help for the infrastructure industry to have such vendors in their list. Very good thing for us as infrastructure contractors. I would say one is reliability, and Schwing Stetter equipments, they have been tried and tested products. And means it is a very, I think it makes a lot of sense to put this small example, like I had bought a transit mixer from Schwing Stetter around 15 to 20 years back, and that same drum I have been using till now. I had to change the chassis because it's 8 to 10 years criteria in urban cities. So we have used the same drum and we have made it a new transit mixer. So for any company to decide on a product, I would say it's a capex that runs over a period of 10 to 15, 20 years depending upon the product. And the batching plants, so we have whole series of Schwing products, right, from batching plants, transit mixers, SPMs, stationary pumps, boom pumps. So all the type of products that we have been using, it's the reliability and the after sales. Like this is more of a family run organization sort of thing where you feel connected. And for anything like various times there can be rules and regulations that are shown by various companies that this doesn't fall under our purview. This is purchasers, means the company's mistake to run it wrong or to mishandle the product. But the attitude I think is a very important point, from because after all it's a service industry, so there the relation it counts. So all the people, I think there are various people including the MD of the company who has been there, Rahul Sharma who has been there. So these people, they have been there with the organization for such a long span that you feel that you're dealing with an in-house company. So although they fight for the prices, for the spare prices, everything, but I would say the comfort that's developed, you feel like a homely atmosphere and a surety that you are with the right hands. So the timely innovation in technologies, coming up with new products, like recently they have come up with a 12NQ facility for transit mixer, SPMs. We have used one of that in our Mumbai Metro Line 3 as well. So I would say that Schwing Stetter is a company which goes for time and time again for innovative products, a very good service backup. Prices also, they fight with the prices on both the sides, but they have a balanced pricing, I would say. So, and the products are quite reliable. So that's all a customer would always look at. I would say that now all the equipments can be tracked. Like the boom placers, they have also come up with, in the boom placers, we have a device which you can sit at your own office, and we can see what is the operational hours, what is the fuel consumption, what is the capacity at which it has been underutilized or fully utilized. So I think digitalization also Schwing Stetter has been doing, and I think it's a race where all the companies are trying for it. Where Schwing Stetter, I don't think they have missed out this portion. And recently, during this visit of the factory, I have been given to understand that even the spares would be, the customer can directly register as a vendor, and we can identify which spare is available at which factory. So I think that's again one very important aspect where the customer really knows the real time status of which spare is available at which place. So a surety of when this spare would come to the site is available. So I think it's a wonderful thing to do. Thank you.
This factory we did with an investment of around 350 crores.
Okay.
That is a plan, and we spent maybe a couple of crores more, 2-3 crores more. But we completed the investment requirement as per the GIM, Global Investor Meet.
Right.
We MOU what you signed. We have met all those requirement and specification. Already we have big orders from Europe, Middle East and US. So this year we'll be starting into all these areas. So pretty soon we will see all these countries having less than 50-meter booms made in India working there. Already has become. Place is called the Global Manufacturing Hub. So it's already has become.
Okay.
And I'm also happy to share that Schwing Stetter has become the biggest subsidiary in the group, even bigger than the parent company. shotcreting, I think we have the capacity and we have been exporting shotcreting also. If you go to Dubai today, the tunnels you can see our machine made in this factory working. And also in Brazil we have exported. And in future also we'll be exporting a lot. India itself has got plenty of requirement. 2 lakh crores is what is the amount government is investing on hydropower tunnels, railway tunnels, road tunnels, all these type of things. Even all of them require shotcreting. Today we are the only company who makes shotcreting machine. By the way, we don't have any other technology. We don't have XCMG product manufactured by us. Excavators are manufactured by XCMG themselves with a subsidiary called XCMM. So they are our tenants in this complex. One of the shed they are occupied. So we buy the machine from them and then we do the marketing and sales activity through our dealer network. See, electric is not easy. See, when making an electric bike or a scooter is something different. So the price still will meet your expectation, a lakh of rupees. But if you go to electric car, then you feel the pinch. If you go to a 3-axle truck carrying 26 tons, it is 5 times to 6 times the price. If this one is 25 lakhs, that is 1.5 crores. So who will give the money? For all the comfort of electric, nobody will give. So it has to wait for its time, where the prices of the components comes down for converting something of that capacity. We don't have any machine less than that capacity. So, but we have a plan specifically where, for example, you would have read in the paper, I think, right? 2-3 days back it has come and time said. So what I mentioned to them is, but there are specific areas. If there is a tunnel, inside the tunnel there are 2 challenges comes. One is the exhaust fumes. It's a carbon monoxide will be there, so that's not good for the people. And another one is when the temperature goes down below -5, 4 and those type of temperature, you have a problem with the engine. It will not start easily. So even in spite of having a cold start arrangement and all, there could be a headache. I mean, you're sure even in the winter, if you remember good old days, Ambassador don't. The price is more. The price goes up substantially by around 30 lakhs. It goes up, but still, the benefits and the price of the overall equipment, the increase is only some 20%. So I see a potential possibility where the customer says, okay, I don't want a headache. Let me pay more and be with it. We already have a very good range of product. I think we never stop. If you are a concrete equipment user and you say that I want something like this will fit, and we see what you are telling has got a merit, and many more customers like you will come, we will go close our eyes and then invest. By the way, last year October we are recognized as an in-house R&D company. So we have big plan for 2022 to bring in more new products. No, actually, to tell you the truth, this budget and then the commitments are only, reassure what decisions we are taking. We are always aligned to the big potential of India over the next years, not on year-on-year basis. That is an approach which we don't really follow. We know that these all are the areas investments are happening and what is required for those areas and what role we can play in those areas. So that's how we align our strategic planning. So when this type of commitments come, then we feel nice. Okay, we are on the right path. So that is how we felt about this budget. We are positive about the budget, but only we are not going to take a strategic action on the outcome of the budget. It is already taken. So it is only reassuring us that what you are doing is very good market share. And Northeast customers trust us. Even the mobile crushing machine, the first one, we sold to a customer in Arunachal. Yesterday we delivered the key. This was something outcome which was not expecting. Honestly, we were not even thought that we should be sitting here and booking orders, but that is happening as a thing. But again, as I tell you, many people go to the exhibition for selling, but for us, it is more to tell what you are capable of doing for them.